This is the Wwise project I did for the uni module with Wwise 101, Wwise 201. All of these are going to be the file paths and original sounds that I made using randomizers, using switches, and I'm just going to go through and break some of it down. I'll just give a quick example for some of the switches that I was using. One of these being the different weapon types for the weapon impact from the players. We've got the fist impact, which is just a punch, and then a sword impact. This is hitting against some metal armor, hence the clanging. We've got switches for the footsteps as well. It's relatively limited for the footsteps. There's also a state set up for the music to switch between combat and non-combat. This would be in the game text and in the game engine. The transition could be a little better, but the way that I laid out the music made it so that it was a little bit more difficult to transfer between the two. I just took the stems out of the project that I did, and it would have been better if I had one main underlying part and then switched in the drums and the different melodies. It would have made the transition a lot smoother. On the SFX, there's an RTPC tied to the player health, and this will drop a low pass filter the lower down you get. So I'll go on one of these. And in the RTPC, as the player health gets lower, it just starts to drown out the noise, like when you hear a loud explosion and your ears get washed out. And there's also an RTPC on the music, I believe on the status, which just reduces the playback speed depending on the player health as well. So up until 50 it'll be normal speed, and then it'll start to decline where it starts dropping in volume and dropping in pitch, and then there's a much steeper drop from 10 to 0.